Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl back with another YouTube video after almost a year of not filming. So I'm super sorry about that. But I'm back and I'm going to make a video today that I've wanted to make for a long time, but I was just super afraid to post it just because of drama and stuff that was going on in my life. But I think it's time you guys know this. So today I'm going to be filming my coming out story, which is a very exciting but scary thing at the same time. But I'm really ready for this. I'm ready for you guys to know this about me. I'm tired of hiding it because it's something that I'm proud of and I shouldn't have to hide it. So today is the day that I tell you guys the story of how I came out. So basically, the story starts when I was 15, which was 5 years ago, which is insane. So basically, when I was 15, I started to experience some things that were kind of scary but exciting, and were just like, life was crazy, you know? Like, I was 15, I was a young teenager, I was going through a lot of stuff and figuring out what I wanted to do and what I liked and stuff like that. So basically, it was a few months after I turned 15, I started to kind of get this like stronger feeling about this like part of me that I couldn't figure out. Like, I had this feeling that I was different and that something was there, but I just didn't know what it was. So basically, I was super afraid to tell anyone or talk to anyone about this feeling that I was having because I didn't know how to talk about it and how to like make people understand how it felt, you know? So basically, my mom was kind of like questioning me sometimes. Like, she would ask me if I was like into girls or like if I like girls, because she would come in my room and I started watching like LGBT YouTube videos when I was, like going through this time or whatever, when I was trying to figure out what was happening. So I would watch a lot of LGBT videos, like just different ones, like coming out stories, like girlfriend tags, like just all of these videos that I was like very interested in and like wanted to watch all the time. So my mom would come in my room and see me watch these videos, and she was like, oh, well, like, are you like into that? Like, what's going on, And I kind of would just ignore it and like tell her like, oh, I just like found it and just watched it, like I would try to play it off like nothing was going on. So basically, time flashes by about 3 or 4 months, and me and this girl start talking, right? And I knew this girl from some friends and like just stuff like that. So we met and we started talking, and one thing led to another, and basically she asked me out. So at this point, I was like, crap, like what am I supposed to do? Like, my mom's gonna find out that I'm with this girl, like regardless if I tell her or not, like she's gonna find out. So I was like, okay, this is weird, like what do I do now? So basically, me and this girl were in a relationship, and so I had to figure out where to go from here. So basically, I was super afraid to tell my mom how I felt and tell her what was going on, tell her I was dating this girl, all this stuff. So basically, one day, we were driving from the hair salon. We had just left the hair salon from my mom getting her hair done or whatever. And we were sitting in the car, and I was like, I'm gonna tell her. Like, I was just ready. Like, I was like, I'm gonna tell her, because I was with this girl and I couldn't hide our relationship that well because I'm not good at that. Like, when I'm with someone, I'm very passionate and I'm very like aware of what's going on. And so I was like, I can't hide this. Like, she's gonna find out regardless if I say it or if the girl I like says it, like whatever. So we're driving home from the hair salon, and I'm like sitting up in the front seat with my mom, I'm just chilling, and I'm like, my stomach is turning circles because I'm like, I'm gonna do this, like I'm gonna tell her, like this is gonna happen. So basically, we started just having like a normal conversation, like mother and daughters typically do. And she basically could tell that I was like feeling some type of way. So she asked me, she's like, what's wrong? I was like, oh, nothing. Like, I'm fine. And so then I was like, I need to tell you something. And it took me like a long, long, long time to get it out because I was so nervous and I was so scared. So basically I told my mom, I was like, take a guess, like take a guess as to what I have to tell you. And so she was like, oh, like, do you have a crush? Like, are you with someone? Are you with a boy? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, she goes, are you gay? And I was like, what? Like, I was so confused because I was like, how did you just know that? Like, what just happened, So she says that, and I'm like, yeah, so basically my mom was very accepting, and I was very lucky to have that. I was very lucky to have a mom that accepted me for me and was happy for me and, was proud of me and like all of that. So basically I came out when I was 15 and it went well. Well, basically after that happened and I came out and, I was out to my mom and she knew and everything, I was still very like uncomfortable with myself and very confused as to like why this was happening to me. And I know that sounds crazy because you're like, well, you came out and your mom was like fine with it, like why, like what's going on? So basically, as you guys know, I'm sure most of you guys know, I do have a disability, and that is something that has affected me throughout my entire life. That's something that I've always been cautious of and I've always had trouble with. And so when I started liking girls and I started figuring out that I was gay, it scared me because of the fact that I already had to deal with a disability. And so coming out to the world as being gay was the scariest thing I've ever had to do. And so basically, after I came out, I was still trying to convince myself that I was straight. So what I would do is like I would flirt with guys, or I would like talk to boys, or like do all of this stuff that was like me trying to change my brain into like being straight. Like I was trying to completely transfer myself around and like become straight. Like I don't know how I thought that was gonna work, but I did. And so basically for the last 2 to 3 years, I would say, I've basically been trying to convince myself that I'm straight. So I've like been out with boys, I've kissed boys, like I've done stuff to try to make myself think that I'm straight. And it obviously has not worked because that doesn't work. So basically, recently, within the last month or two, I would say, I finally decided to stop worrying about society and stop stressing about what other people thought or what my friends thought or what anyone thought. And I just decided to be myself because I knew that in my heart that was what was best for me, and I knew that that was going to make me the happiest person. If I was comfortable with myself, I would be happy. So basically over the last month or two, I've become more comfortable and more okay with the fact that I'm gay, and I've accepted myself because I've learned that throughout these, last couple years of my life when I've struggled with, am I gay, am I straight, am I this, am I that, how do I fix this, how do I, blah, blah, blah. I think, like, you need to make sure that you're happy because nothing is going to make you happy if you're forcing yourself to change for someone else. And I think that a big part of your life is you should make sure that you live a life that makes you happy and you live a life that you enjoy. And if everyone else isn't happy or if everyone else doesn't accept you, then that's everyone else's problem. That's not yours. And I think that you have to make sure you wake up every day with a smile on your face. I'm starting emotional, I'm sorry. But you have to make up for yourself, and you have to wake up with a smile on your face and make yourself feel proud and loved, and you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And I think that me avoiding the fact that I was gay and trying to change myself made me be like, it made me shut down and it made me become very antisocial, and I started worrying too much about what other people thought. And that's not okay. Like, it's just not. Like, you need to make sure that you are stable and that you are happy. And if you're happy, then that's all that's going to matter. And I just want you guys to know that, like, if you ever have a problem with something going on, or if you're worried, or if you're, having anxiety, or if you're scared or anything, like, I'm here for you. Like, I'll try to help you the best I can, because I know how that feels. But the reason I made this video was to let you know that it's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to be comfortable with who you are, and it's okay to not be normal. It's okay to not be like everyone else, because you are your own person. And if someone doesn't like you because you're different, or because you have something that is unique about you, then that's their problem. But you're special no matter what, and you need to understand that. And so I made this video just to let you guys know that I love you and I'm here for you, and you can do whatever you put your mind to, no matter how hard it is or no matter how scared you are. And so that's the reason I made this video. So that's my coming out story. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it helps some of you out, and I hope that you guys take from it that it's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to love who you are. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember to always be yourself and to always love you for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so, so, so much.